What's the toll like on an athlete when you do experience it? I mean, some players I'm sure can just brush it aside, but obviously you don't know how damning these messages can be. So there's some that wouldn't take it too well. You think of mental health, pressure on your performances,
I mean, you look
a
at
family impact as well.
Well, man, my parents have a Google alert out for my name. Like, I'm sure they see it. Like, I'll get a message from my parents just out of the blue asking if I'm okay. And I go, what have you read?
Yeah.
You know, like, so it's not just the player, it's everyone else that I guess is associated with them. And I mean, I've seen my fair share over the years, don't get me wrong. I think earlier in my career probably affected me a bit more just because I didn't have the understanding of the support network and everything else to be able to handle that, or, you know, I guess probably the maturity to just jump off social media and just be able to tune it out that I do as an adult. But I think it's more for these 18-year-old kids, which, I mean, you walk into any locker room, you'll see how much time they spend on social media and their phones and how many comments and things they read and things they see and everything else that's through the internet. It's damning. And it's like there is, and you realize just how much their life is entwined by that now. And I think that's kind of where you probably have to be able, as a club, to be able to put together kind of processes where if something like this does happen, you can actually have things in place to be able to support that player.
Do clubs not have a process already if something like this happens, or does the AFL step in at all?
I mean, you look at, but the thing is like, right, so if you post something as a club about someone and then there's kind of negative comments about that player that's, you know, posted, it's like, what are they supposed to go through the 1,000 comments to see which ones are good and bad and be able to, like, we don't have the manpower or the person power to be able to do that. So it's a tough gig. I mean, there's no perfect answer, I would say. Like I said, I think a lot of the responsibility falls on the platforms, but yeah, like as a player, you definitely see it. If anyone's on social media and is active on it, like you definitely see comments that are said about you or your friends or your other teammates and things like that. And most clubs will have, you know, psychologists and stuff to try to help out, but I don't think there's a ton of probably media training that the young kids probably have to be able to handle it. And it's tough to be able to totally shut these things off that are so prevalent in all their friends' lives and their families' lives and their life. And it's the way we all stay connected nowadays.
Yeah.
And to just be able to fully just jump off that, I think is very hard for a lot of kids, especially now.